Hey everyone, it's Anne and we're making spider bots today. These really cool bots crawl on some metal legs with a vibrating hobby motor, and they're a really fun, more advanced bot to build, and so I'm going to show you how to do it. It's not hard, just need a few supplies to make this happen. Let's get crawling with this spider bot. First up, I'm going to show you the things that you need to make your spider bot. You have in the spider bot, you have a battery pack. I've used a AAA battery pack. You can use a AA battery pack too. You also have some wire. I've used 16 gauge stainless steel wire, or if you happen to have some heavy duty paper clips, you can use those too. It just is a bit easier if you start with a fresh roll of wire instead of the paper clips. The next thing you need is your motor. I've used a 3 to 12 volt vibrating hobby motor. And if you'll notice here on the end, there's a little bit of a stick. A lot of motors that you see will look, oops, my wire is stuck, will look like this with just the post on the end. This one has a little bit of an added weight to it, and this gives its vibration on the spider motor. If all you have is this, don't stress. You can add a cork, glue a dime onto the end, something like that to give it its wiggle for your bot. You also need some electrical tape, a pair of wire cutters, some scissors because I like to cut my electrical tape. It's really hard to just tear it like regular tape, and a glue gun. That's what you need to make your spider bot. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make these really fun legs. Super easy. You want to cut some lengths of wire, and as always, you can find all of these instructions in Steam Explorers. This one's also in the bot book. So the first thing that you're going to do is you are going to cut 4 pieces of wire. How many legs does the spider have? 8. You're going to use 1 piece of wire for 2 legs, but you're going to give it a bend. I've cut mine at 4 inches. You can make your spider however big that you want. You just want to cut those legs appropriately. Anything shorter than this, and I found that the motor would drag on the surface as I was trying to crawl, so it wouldn't work out too well. A good pair of wire cutters, and you can snip this right off. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your wire, and then you want to bend it into this leg shape like this. I found the easiest way to do it is to just center it over my battery pack and then give it a bend. And this kept it kind of centered so that the legs are even, because what you really want is you want an even U-shaped for these legs, because if they're a little off kilter, the spider, when it's crawling around, will get stuck on one of its legs. So you want to try to make these as even as possible. So you're going to make 4 of these, and then the next step that you're going to do is you're going to take these legs and your battery pack, and on your battery pack, find the side that has the opening. Flip it over. Don't glue it to that opening because you want to be able to put new batteries in. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your hot glue gun, hopefully mine's heated up a little bit, and give it a little squirt of glue onto your battery pack. Okay? And then you're going to take one of your legs and you're going to hold it on here. Now, I know, sub-ideal holding the legs, but it does give you the most stable leg surface if you hold it on and wait for the next leg until you've gotten one glued on there. Try to get it sort of centered. I also, after I put the first little bit of glue, add a little bit of extra glue on top to make it hold. So you're going to do that, and then you're going to finish up with all your other legs. So you have 8 total legs, just like your basic arachnid. Then your next step, I'm going to glue one more of these just so that I can show you a little bit. You're going to glue these in order. So you have, there's another, I'm going to give it a little extra on top. Hold it, make sure that these stay in place. If I need to, let those dry. And I've cut 2 more of these pieces of wire, so I'm going to glue these other 2 legs on here really quick. Now I'm going to show you, all done with the glue gun, we got our legs glued on, and you can always bend these a little bit to give them the right shape even after you've attached them with the glue. Just let it dry really good or cool off. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the leads from your battery pack and you're going to stick them into these little loops that are on the motor. Sometimes that's easier said than done. You might need to snip a fresh piece of wire on here. So you're going to stick the red and the black on, fold them over. Make sure you got your most motors will work, of these hobby motors will work with the wires on either side, the red and the black, but it's always good to match up your positive and negative. So then once you get those leads hooked up, you're going to take a piece of battery tape, a piece of electrical tape, let's try that again. A piece of electrical tape, get this lead hooked up, and you are going to tape those leads into place. Then the last step, so you have your battery hooked up, see, your legs on, your battery hooked up. The last thing you're going to do is you're going to glue your little motor with the connection, the wire side, up to the back of your spider. So you just do a little hot glue, hold it in place. Here's a couple of key tricks. You want to make sure that your leads are still accessible, because guess what? Leads come loose and then you're going to have to fix that. You also want to make sure that you leave your battery switch accessible, because you want to be able to turn off and on this spider bot. Then the last step that you're going to do, you're just going to decorate your little cutie. I added some gems with some googly eyes, and then you turn it on and you are going to let that crawl away. So let's watch these spiders crawl. I hope you're having a great month, and we will see you soon. Bye.